Hello, Facebook fam. You got a minute? Heard a story about a submarine that sunk off the coast of Massachusetts with all the crew locked inside. Every effort was made to rescue them, but unfortunately, every effort failed. A deep sea diver toward the end of the ordeal heard a tapping sound coming from the submarine, so he put his ear close to the vessel, and he realized that a crew member was tapping in Morse code these words: "Is there any hope? Is there any hope?" You know, a lot of people today are asking that same question, not from sunken submarines, but from sunken living rooms. Is there any hope? The businessman or woman who had to close their offices because of this pandemic are asking, is there any hope for my business to survive? The single mom who lost her job is asking, is there any hope of me providing for all my financial needs during this time? The healthcare worker who is risking their lives to help people with the virus is asking, is there any hope for my patients and for me to not contract this disease and take it home? Preachers and pastors all over the country whose churches are closed down right now are asking, is there any hope for my church to survive? Is there any hope? Well, we read a great passage in Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 19. Paul, or the Hebrew writer, is addressing some people who are going through very difficult times. These Christians are being persecuted by Jews because they're Christians, and they're being persecuted by Romans because they're Jews. They're catching it on every end, but the Hebrew writer reminds them of the promises of God. And then he says in Hebrews 6 verse 19, we have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. It enters the inner sanctuary behind the curtain. Jesus has entered there on our behalf. What hope is the Hebrew writer talking about? He's talking about the promises of God. And he says that the promises of God are to us an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. Now, an anchor has only one purpose. That is to steady the boat. When the waves of life come crashing upon you, when you find yourself in the middle of a financial meltdown, when you're faced with a pandemic panic, you need a good anchor, one that can hook securely to an object greater than the storm so you can ride it out securely. The Hebrew writer says we have that hope. It's tied to Jesus. Sickness can't take away your hope. Pandemic can't take away your hope. Joblessness can't take away your hope because they can't take away your Jesus. In Jesus, you have hope. So my friend, keep hope alive. I'm Fred McClure. Look forward to more Got a Minute devotions this coming week. We'll see you Sunday. God bless.